When I was in the third grade, I was very into reading/writing and often stayed up far past my bedtime reading anything within my comprehension level that I could get my hands on. We had a stack of children's encyclopedias I loved on all sorts of topics: dinosaurs, the planets, world history, etc., including one of stories/poems. One poem stood out in particular. It was about solitude in nature and really struck a chord with me. Because I loved the poem so much, I copied it down into a journal I had of my own writing and passages/poems I found inspiration in. Because I was so young, talking single digits here, it never occurred to me to write down the author or anything, especially not in my own journal. A few weeks went by and my mom had stumbled upon journal while cleaning my room. She read the poem and assumed it was original writing. She approached me about it that night and was so proud of it. Like any 8-year-old, I wanted my mom's approval and pride, so I didn't tell her I had actually found the poem in a book. I didn't think it would be a big deal, and she was so proud. Fast forward a month or two, my mom is reading the Sunday paper and sees a poetry contest for young people. She immediately thinks of my poem and insists I enter it. That afternoon, she had my dad drive us to his office so she could type it up before home computers. She sends a copy into the newspaper and, of course, because it's an 8-year-old's name on an adult's published poem, it wins the first prize in my age group. My parents are so happy with me and I feel so incredibly guilty. Within the next month, the poem and my picture are ran on the front page of the arts section in the paper. I am invited to read the poem as part of an award ceremony for all the contest's participants. Of course, I go because my mom wants us to, and why wouldn't I? I get a small award, a ribbon, and maybe a gift card. I don't remember. What I do remember is feeling so incredibly guilty. I have spent more sleepless hours over this poem than I can count. A few years later, we learn about plagiarism in school and I feel as though I'm being personally called out. I remember tearing out the book's page with the poem, ripping it up, and throwing it away wrapped in an unused sanitary napkin because I was so afraid anyone would find out. It's been 20 years since that award ceremony, and even though I realize it was a childhood mistake that isn't even that large, I still can't quite shake the guilt. Doctor, when I was 8, my mom read a poem in my journal and assumed it was original writing. I didn't correct her, and eventually she entered it into a poetry contest. It won first place and I've been guilty for the past 20 years. Edit. Whoa. Thanks guys, you've honestly made me feel a little better. So many have requested the poem, so I've posted it below. Couldn't figure out line breaks, so I've used slashes. This is my rock by David McCord. This is my rock / and here I run / to steal the secret of the sun. This is my rock / and here come my / before the night has swept the sky. This is my rock, this is the place / I meet the evening face to face.